specific ISI. And therefore, if Taliban 2.0 has had constant problems resulting in rather violent skirmishes on the border, and now allegations or even airstrikes, I would agree with you that it can be described as failure of Pakistan's Afghan policy. Second, Durand Line has in history often been questioned by several uh, uh, Afghan leaders successively. And again, Taliban in last 4+ years doesn't recognize Durand Line, which they believe cuts Pashtuns from the middle. But right now it seems the concern is about TTP, and Pakistan is describing the Afghanistan Taliban being responsible for giving sanctuaries and support, and not holding them or reining in. And in that sense, that is seen as a trigger. But there are bigger, structural forces which is making this violence much more dangerous. To me, more recently, the kind of cultivation and pampering that President Trump is doing to Pakistan military emboldens Pakistan military to push its way the way it wants to sort of re-earn its prestige, because repeatedly we have seen how Pakistani military has been treated in Balochistan, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and now also in the so-called occupied Kashmir area. And they need to urgently work on ensuring their credibility and prestige. Similarly, recently Taliban has received much better recognition. Russia has not just recognized but also exchanged ambassadors.
Hmm.
We hear that China, Uzbekistan, Indonesia, several countries, including India now, are doing de facto interactions. India is talking of starting an air corridor, expanding trade. So, therefore, you hear the Foreign Minister Muttaqi warning Pakistan to learn from history and learn from British, from Soviet Union, Russia, and now from United States as to anyone who's tried to use force against Pakistan has had enormous problems and had to retreat ultimately. So that emboldened new attitude of Taliban also, I think, is partly responsible for a problem which is deeper, persistent, long term, has not always resulted in that kind of enormous violence the way it is seen right now. And I think it's that kind of international structural forces which are, I think, pushing both sides to show that one